So you would like to be a space trucker in Star Citizen? Well, you have come to the right place. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to drive a huge amounts of cargo in your C2 Hercules, driving between various points, onwards and upwards to various profitable route destinations, regardless if they're secure or not, coming to the landing zones that you never thought possible, run away when they're realizing they're crowded, all in the realization to drive this precious cargo to the eventual point, making questionable life and nutrition choices, and then finally arriving at their destinations for some space ching-ching. Yes, if that sounds good, then settle in and let's go with the video. So, as mentioned, if you want to be a space trucker, well, cargo and profit margins are where it's at. So you want to have a big lumpy ship. So the more, the better. In this video, I have a C2 Hercules. So that being one of the most awesome, cargo trucking vehicles that can still go into the atmospheres of another planets. As of this recording, the C2 has arrived as well. However, that one can only go point to point. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you a very profitable yet very safe route that you might be taking. So join with me as we go on a day in life of a space trucker in Star Citizen. Alright. So, as we go into our cockpit, I have chosen to dress the part. I figured, a space trucking cap, hillbilly outfit, barefoot, and that would beat any space outfit. Yes, because we're hillbillies and we're proud of it. What can I tell you? Alright, so settling in your C2 Hercules, you want to be announcing your departure to the departure services and jump starting your ship. Today's video, I think we will be starting from, I believe this is Port Tressler, which is above the station Microtech. And we gently lift up and pick up the landing gear as we prepare while the door opens and we go onwards our business. Our thrusters, since I believe this is not really realistic because the thrusters are working even though we're in space. Well, that kind of sounds a little bit off. Alright, never mind. Yes, we are on Port Tressler, orbiting the station Microtech, which is in the Stanton system, currently only system available as of recording this video. And I will be showing you a profitable route, which is actually, we're going to be going to the Terra jump point, which is the newly added point in 3.21. So as we gently take some screenshots for today's episode and drive away from the Port Tressler, we are getting ready for that all-famous jump. Alright. Let's go into our Moby Glass and we're going to be calling Stanton Terra jump point. As of this recording, only the jump point station is there. It's fully fleshed out. You can go there, you can pick up cargo, and it's actually quite nice. And don't be put off by the 51 million, million kilometers. It is quite off, but if you have a decent, jump drive, quantum drive, well, the time goes by. Also, while you're jumping, you might as well do some, you can go around the ship, as I do. And my typical trucker mentality means that once I'm actually off the board, I'm gonna be checking out the fridge. Because what better way to pass the time for a space trucker, obviously. Yeah, all the healthy choices. Yuck. Okay, let's see what we have in the microwave. And as I was trying to explore various nutrition options and searching desperately for some junk food, only the healthy food was available. Oh, I mean, Microtech feels almost like, buying some healthy salads here in Stockholm. What can I tell you? Anyway, as we're approaching Stanton Terra jump point, there we go. We are in a very nice position because we are 3,000 kilometers away from the Terra jump point. So now I'm gonna wait until we get to the Terra gateway. And then we're gonna be jumping all the way there. There we go. Oh, this is actually the first time I have come in Star Citizen to another jump point station. Wow, this thing is massive. And it looks amazing. Oh well, yeah. For those of you who might have noticed that my eyesight wanders a little bit around, yes, I'm actually using the Tobii Eye Tracker 5, a system that I have gotten recently from, you know, from Tobii, and it's quite amazing. I love the ability and an immersion you get from, you know, looking around various points and all that jazz. It's just amazing. Alright, so there we go. Coming to the Terra jump point, I'm trying to figure out where my docking port should be, or my landing pad. And I've never been here, so my intuition tells me it should be here on the left-hand side on this big disc. Hopefully there should be some, you know, landing pads. There we go. Yeah, here you can see my eye tracker in motion as I can roll around. By the way, for those of you that might be asking, I'm using 31 by 9. So 3440 times 1440. An ultra wide monitor, so that's why view looks a little bit stretched out, and on my system I'm getting, yeah, around 50ish, 60ish FPS. Yeah, all in all, here is our jump point, and let's go in there. Sorry, jump point. What am I drinking today? Well, this coffee isn't apparently strong enough. Alright, so we are coming into the landing pad. We have deployed the landing gear. All in all good here, as we gently glide to the docking bay. There we go. Warning. Okay. Easy does it, Tiger. Oh yeah, there we go. Usually all these bays are actually quite a tight fit. Yeah, as I park my space pigeon on the landing pad. There we go. All good. Okay, well, oh, jumping.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I will.
Engines off.
Engines are off. There we go. And then one thing, as I always do in the life of a space trucker, you want to repair, refuel quantum and refuel hydrogen. The worst thing that can happen to you that you run out of fuel, you know, somewhere mid-jump, and then you're out of, you know, problems. By the way, physics is obviously playing a crude joke on my ship, so I might as well get out, open my, you know, cargo bay, which is currently empty, which is another staple of, you know, space trucking. You should never travel empty, but this is my first run, so might as well do it. And obviously, since I wanted to exit down the ramp, I wanted to make it a grand exit, so, you know, I can bask in the beauty that is the C2 Starlifter with an open mouth at the back. Yeah, these ships from Crusader, man, they're just beautiful. Ideal space truck. Okay, so as we come to the station, we're gonna go into the lobby, and honestly, guys, I always like to store my ship. I mean, somebody might get the wrong idea that I'm actually renting out ships and giving them freebies to go out, so we're gonna go out and we're gonna have a nice stroll as we go to the admin office and just take a look around the station. Look how beautiful it looks. I think it's just amazing. So we're gonna take a gentle stroll, hopefully to the admin office, and I'm being guided by my nose, and as always my nose is never wrong. As you can tell, it's gonna take me places. Yes, there we go. Well, obviously places that sell hot dogs. Yeah, like I said, my nose is never wrong. It always takes me to the place where you can, you know, fill up on your ass. Well, that's also a word. Okay, and as for my character, it looks high up in the sky, as these hot dogs were gods. Well, you know, after a week of traveling with the two healthy options, you can never be too careful. Anyway, off we go to the Galleria, where apparently an admin office should be found. And look, oh, it's just right on the left-hand side. Perfect. Okay, time to purchase some goodies that we'll be hauling all the way to Microtech. Yes, this is a run Terra jump point to Microtech. All in all, it's a decently profitable one. I mean, and okay, so let's see what they're selling. I'm trying to find, is there anything that we could bring back from the Microtech, and from what I can tell, I don't see. Okay, well, alright. Anyway, we're gonna be taking our Crusader C2 Hercules, and we are gonna go and we're gonna buy some medical supplies. Now, I know for a fact that the demand in the recipient station is around 200-ish, so we don't want to have it more than 200 of medical supplies, because otherwise we need to wait a whole lot. So despite it being profitable, I think I'm gonna go with the 200 units, even Steven, and that costs us 329. This is important to remember. So around 330. You know, these all of the things, you'll be surprised by the compounding effect of a nickel. So, and for the rest, I'm gonna fill up with Hephaestonite. Yeah, Hephaestonite is actually, we're gonna be paying 1.144 million for it. So for this run, you do need to have some space box with you. Roughly, I don't know, 1.5, 1.6 million AUEC. And if all we do correctly, this one run should net us roughly 300,000 of the space ching ching. So,
welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
off we go to pick our Starlifter C2 Hercules, Hangar 12, and this is really a glorious shot. I'm really enjoying once I'm going back into my space truck, you know, space pigeon, call it whatever you want, and basking in the glory of all this neatly arranged cargo. And I really love the fact that CIG added the 32 SU container, so it varies in size. It's just darn beautiful. Alright. Time to earn our space bucks, so let's go to our cockpit and onwards back to en route. After all, the life of the space trucker is to be on the road constantly. There we go. Okay, engines on, so no, might as well first actually, we're going to be setting the destination to Microtech, yeah. We will be selling at the Microtech's TDD, so yeah, there we're going to go. Alright, there we go.
You are clear to launch.
Turning on my engines, correcting my space pigeons from the consequences of the physics. We're going to go just slightly to the hover mode, pick up the landing gear, and then we're going to yaw it a little bit just to correct it. And there we go. Time for the departure is gone. The doors are open wide and, well, you know, two of my favorite words. And then we go gently outside. Oh, look at this. Man, Star Citizen is just beautiful sometimes. It looks glorious. Look at this beautiful C2 Hercules departing from this Terra jump point. Ah, wow. Just amazing, isn't it? Okay, let's kick in a little bit of a gas. I mean, after all, it does look beautiful, and I think it would be a picture-perfect screenshot. Yeah. Alright, let's kick in a little bit of the afterburners. After all, we do want to see this station basking in all its wonderful glory. And the fact that it has some asteroids makes me a little bit concerned that we might get on the nose. However, we're going to be starting powering our quantum drive and aligning to the Microtech. There we go. Alright. Hitting the jump drive, and there we go. We are on our way. Our space pigeon is on its maiden voyage to earn us some, I'm expecting around 300k return, probably, so it's nowhere nearly as profitable as probably a risky cargo salvage, as it's very popular today. However, you have to think about it, it's also very low risk. You're traveling from safe point to safe point with very low chance of interdiction, so I do whatever good space trucker can. While we're traveling, I'm gonna go and inspect all that glorious cargo. Look at it, beautiful. I mean, seeing a full C2 Starlifter fully loaded with cargo really brings the tears of joy. Alright, there we go. Let's go back into our seat, and how far along are we? After we inspected our cargo, we are still 17 million kilometers away, but through the power and magic of video editing, we come closer to our Microtech run. There we go, Microtech appearing beautifully above us. Now, all that's left for us is to basically try to find the town or city, capital city of New Babbage. There we go, and after some calibration, we're gonna be jumping straight to the city of the New Babbage. You might ask why, and why is it that I always would recommend New Babbage for starting out players? Well, it's simple. It's the easiest place until we have navigation or active navigation where you can identify what the spaceport looks like. Honestly, guys, from all of the places I've been in Stanton, this place is the easiest. You just follow the train tracks onwards to a building with lots of lights, and as you can see it in the top right corner at the end. However, this has physical light spaces, and the TDD is in commons, and commons you can actually identify by these 3 large domes. So if, in theory, if you would land there, and if you would park in front of it, you could go straight into the commons and spare yourself a train ride, which in my book is just amazing. So let's check out if there are any landing spaces available, or if there's any place where we could actually land this sucker and sell out our, you know, goodies. What? It's a whole space pigeon flock down there. Well, you ain't getting my cargo, boys. You know, while this is technically an armistice zone and nobody can fire upon you, nobody can actually prevent somebody from entering your, you know, space pigeon and flying off with your precious cargo while you're singing Kumbaya and trying to sell an empty air to the TDD. No, no siree. I have decided I'm gonna go to the spaceport where I can safely store as every paranoid space trucker would. Alright? One tip, guys, when you're really close to the spaceport, you should press the Alt-N to get your, you know, directions to your landing pad, because if you're too far off, the landing services will acknowledge, but they will never show you where your location is. It's probably a known bug. Okay, so we're coming in close. Our A1 landing pad is here. Okay, I think it's the hangar 8, as it says above. Let me just quickly and safely align my landing legs as of my space pigeon. Oh, this is such a tight fit. I mean, seriously, guys. The amount of this thing is a tight fit is downright dirty. Alright.
Have a pleasant stay.
Have a pleasant stay. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna turn off the engines and once again use my Moby Glass to refuel, repair, and do all that quantum. Yeah, there we go. So 1700 hydrogen is gonna get refueled as we go down as a boss and try to sell all of our goodies. Look at it. Just glorious. Alright, so there are 2 armed guards, and after, of course, we're gonna be storing our C2 Hercules because it's gonna take a while until we get to the actual TDD, so might as well store. Yes, thank you. That way we are moving into storage and we are ensuring that nobody can actually take it for a joyride or sell our profits. Then we're going to go into the metro loop, going all the way to the commons, those 3 domes where you had a lot of space pigeons parked outside. And the train will be arriving in 22 seconds. God, I love the, you know, maglev efficiency of the New Babbage.
Now closing.
As every good space trucker, we're gonna be bored to the death while we're traveling all the way, you know, scratching our back, thinking about past life choices, and thinking, what are we gonna take? Oh, look at this. My Moby Glass is acting up again. Let me press Ctrl Delete and close down all windows. Yeah, what can I tell you? Microsoft hasn't gone better in the 30th century. Alright, as we arrive, we're gonna go to the commons. Yes, following the exit signage, we are going out and hopefully to sell all these precious cargo for a nice and hefty profit. As you can see, my character is slowly jogging because he's gonna get some food. I mean, let's face it, truckers never jog unless they're going to a fast food. So, given the fact that, you know, New Babbage is actually one of the more technically advanced, we were looking for a good meal. So let's check what do they have. Oh, look at that. There are so many people here. This must be good. Garcia's greens? Salad again? Come on. After a big disappointment in the new healthy food, our space trucker self is going onwards to try and find some real food. But first we gotta go and sell our stuff. So, going into the new Babbage Plaza, in front of us we have the factory line, but ultimately we should be continuing just going straight onwards to make sure that we sell. And after passing these, you have this as an orientation point, these beautiful butterflies underneath that, and followed by that you have the TDD, which is the place where all the truckers are welcome and we like to bring our goods and sell our services. Yes, what can I tell you? I'm a regular TDD whore. Alright, anyway, going in, let's see how much we're gonna earn. Commodities, come on. Selecting my space pigeon, and we're gonna go first with the medical supplies. We bought it for 329 and we have 372. A total of 43,000 earned. Not bad for an honest day's run. Then we're gonna take Hephaestonite, and it's 1.315 million, and it was 1.1, so it's another 200,000. So add this together, we get 240 to 280,000 in due profits. And if you want, you could take waste or scrap and then go onwards to the pyro jump point, where you could sell all of these. But we're gonna be doing that sometime in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Do fling a like if you liked today's episode, and if you'd like to see more Star Citizen content. I'll see you in the next one.